This happens to you every single day, and you've never really questioned it. That little creature strolling through your living room occasionally stops and stares right into your eyes in dead silence. You think it's looking at a friend, an owner, or some great provider of food. But the hidden truth behind that quiet gaze is far more terrifying and wondrous than your brain could ever imagine. Throughout thousands of years of history, humans have always positioned themselves at the center of existence. We tamed nature, rose to the top of the food chain, built massive megacities, and always believed that all things are aware of this dominance. We assume that any animal entering our home knows it's being cared for by a superior species. However, that grand illusion of humanity has been completely shattered by the very creature curled up on your lap right now. Your cat is living in a parallel reality, one where the concept of a human simply does not exist. Most people believe in a very basic, safe theory. We think that dogs and cats share the same frame of reference when perceiving the world. When a dog looks at you, it knows with absolute certainty that you are human. Its body language changes, the way it vocalizes shifts entirely just to adapt to our species. It is highly aware of the species boundary. Because of this, we easily extrapolate that cats operate on the exact same mechanism, that when they rub their heads against your leg, it's a lower animal's way of flattering its giant master. But the truth is, this entire belief system is dead wrong. Behavioral biologists started noticing this anomaly years ago. Leading researchers from the University of Bristol and some of the world's most prestigious biological research centers dove deep into decoding the neural network of felines, and what they found blew everyone's minds. They discovered that a cat's brain doesn't have a switch that flips when interacting with humans. Radically different from dogs, the feline nervous system simply does not store the concept of a superior being called a human. In your cat's mind, you are not a different species. To them, you are simply a cat. More specifically, you are a giant, two-legged cat with no protective fur who behaves incredibly bizarrely and is exceptionally clumsy. When they look up at you, they are looking at an overgrown, mutated member of their own pack. This hidden secret is the master key to decoding every strange behavior you've ever witnessed. When they rub their chin or tail against your leg, it's not an affectionate, human-like hug. It's a ritual where cats rub their scent glands to mark you as part of their territory and their family. But here is where things get even weirder. If they see us as giant, equal cats, why do they sometimes treat us with such overwhelming condescension? Look at a natural experiment recorded millions of times around the world. One morning, your cat catches a roach, a lizard, or a dead mouse, and lays it neatly on your bed. Your first reaction is to scream, panic, and believe this is some creepy gesture of gratitude. But watch how a mother cat teaches her kittens in the wild. She will bring back half-dead prey to her clumsy babies to teach them how to hunt and survive. Your cat is doing exactly that to you. It watches you every day. It sees that you never stalk prey, you pull lifeless things from a cold box to eat, you stumble, you are slow. In its worldview, you are a cat with the most pathetic survival skills on the planet. It brings you prey because, deep down in its instincts, it is genuinely terrified that this foolish giant cat will starve to death without its guidance. You aren't just observing this from the outside, you are actively a part of this psychological ecosystem. Whenever you sit down to work and your cat climbs onto you, mindlessly pressing its front paws into your stomach. We call it making biscuits or kneading. That isn't just some random pastime, it's a remnant of the most primal biological behavior, the way a tiny kitten stimulates milk flow from its mother's belly. When it performs that motion on your body, all species boundaries are completely erased. In that unconscious moment, you are its mother. However, behind that innocence lies a deeper, darker layer of evolution and the art of manipulation. The truth is, cats were never truly domesticated by humans. Unlike any other livestock, cats domesticated themselves. Thousands of years ago, they wandered into human grain stores, realizing that sharing space with these giant creatures offered an endless food supply. They kept their wild instincts intact, but they quietly evolved an invisible weapon. Their demanding purr contains a frequency range that perfectly matches the cry of a human infant. This sound directly pierces your neurological defenses, forcing your brain to release oxytocin so you literally cannot refuse their demands. They don't see you as human, but they know exactly how to hack the human brain's emotional system. And here is a cautionary truth you have to face. If you continue forcing your cat to behave like a tiny human, or expecting the absolute loyalty of a dog, you are destroying an incredibly fragile natural bond. Punishing a cat because it knocks your glass of water to the floor is pointless. You are using a human moral lens to judge the environmental testing instincts of a wild predator. This misunderstanding is the very thing creating the biggest distance between you and the creature living with you. Take a moment and really think about this. An independent, proud predator armed with sharp claws and teeth a creature whose ancestors were phantoms ruling the wild deserts. Yet this very creature willingly chooses to walk into your bedroom. It doesn't see you as a god. It strips away your crown of dominance and treats you as an equal, even if you are much larger and far clumsier. This scientific truth doesn't kill the romance. On the contrary, it makes everything astoundingly profound. The fact that a wild animal accepts you into its pack, viewing you as family despite all biological differences, that is the greatest testament to connection there is. Next time your cat looks you dead in the eye, slowly closes them, and opens them again, do you know what secret message it's sending? Is it a threat from the depths of its DNA or a vow? We are going to decode that mysterious slow blink in the next video. Are you ready to see the truth?